It's week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A gain of 3, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Locke over the middle, and it's incomplete. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This will be fielded at the 17. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Such an impressive punt return, 83 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. They get the stop defensively, force the punt. They score without their offense even stepping on the field.
I remember playing on special teams and teasing the guys on offense like, look, you don't even worry about it. You guys just hang out over there. We'll bring this one all the way back and get the points we need. In this case, they actually got that done.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. First possession resulted in a punt. What does Mr. Davis predict for possession number 2?
I'm looking forward to seeing what they had down on their play sheet, because most teams start with that script, that so-called script, about things they want to do. Some of those plays are used to probe, and some of those plays are used to attack. I think they're going to try to attack on this possession.
All right, let's see what happens. Will they attack? And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Chester Rogers that time, but now it's 3rd down.
Chester Rogers, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and
they look to throw. It's Locke. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down Broncos as Locke finds Judy.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Locke. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Locke. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. And Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Locke working out of the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It's their 3rd drive now, and so far we've seen a punt. In that 2nd drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game plan all week long. Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way.
No escape for Locke, and he'll go down.
Drew Lock, sack.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Locke throwing complete here to Judy. 30, the 20, 10, and all the way home for the Broncos score. Jerry Judy with his first career NFL touchdown, and the Broncos have cut it to within a score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time, but it'll be 2nd down. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Buccaneer first.
Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he breaks through another tackle. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Touchdown.
LaShawn McCoy. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
But what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense, get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
At their own 25-yard.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now Locke on the bootleg. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
21. Broncos 7.
On 1st down, Locke. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defense.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Vita Vea. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Lock in trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. Drew Lock taken down in the end zone. 2 points for the defense. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
Shotgun now for Brady. The catch made by Miller. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
Complete to Scott.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
1st down, Tampa Bay.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Brady pass.
Mike Evans. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And this offense is running away with this one.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll start with the option. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And Buccaneers have it.
Lavonte David. Tom Brady.
Defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Brings up 2nd and
On 2nd and 2, Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin there to make the grab. And this Buccaneer offense is running away with this one. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad.
And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Lavonte David. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Matt Gay on
That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, you know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see it. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Does the big boy have the juice? And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
At the 36-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. This is the tight end fan. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. He's going to drop this one down to Gordon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And the route is on here in this first half. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack. And now here is another interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
1st and 10.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Gain of 15.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown.
To number 80, O.J. Howard.
Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half as his guys continue to pour it on.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. To throw it is Locke. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they start the second half with a carry by McCoy. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they're front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Brady will try again on second down. To Evans on the slant. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And this Buccaneer offense, they're running away with this one. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
At the 37-yard
Block on the give, it's Lindsey. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big time?
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton, 60 yards. And the Broncos are able to at least make things a bit more respectable. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
28-yard line.
So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Quickly to Gronkowski, that's caught. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Gronkowski.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brady. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
4 yards to go.
He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And 8 yards.
Now Brady on the bootleg.
Tampa Bay.
And this one caught by Cameron Brady. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 26-yard line.
He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 12-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. For the Brady Grunt. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
Ronald Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs offense continuing to pour it on. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Ndamukong Suh able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Sam Martin now. Welcome back now to Denver. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Their own 32-yard line.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions. 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
9 yards.
To try again after the sack. Brady, that's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'll remember.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but just show them a lot of different looks. And they did that in the first half, you know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
First down.
Again, it's Brady. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
On the coverage.
Throwing again. Brady. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 16 yards, a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady. And this offense continues to pour it on.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Throwing again on second down. Lock. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11, and that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
40-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. He'll let one go. It's caught inside the 25. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
To number 80,
O.J. Howard with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Jerry Jeudy there. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
To throw again. Lock. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage?
And my goodness, another interception. Carlton Davis picks it, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Buccaneers.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Tampa Bay.
Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And they will take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26.
Brings up 4th down.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the
to throw again on 2nd down. Locke. This is Fant on the short completion. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Noah Fant was a first-round pick in 2019, and he was picked because of his receiving skills. Had 40 catches in his rookie season for 562 yards. Did have 2 games where he topped 100 yards in each of those. Yes, he's still developing as a blocker, but that's not why.